And so, this is 11 months later. I've mentioned this many, many times. And now that the recording is out, there's interest. And now that it's revealed who offered the bribe, there's more interest. And I'm frankly glad. I'm glad. I think the people need to know what is happening in politics and in government. And we need to clean this mess up. President Trump calls it a swamp. It is a filthy, dirty swamp. And it's not just in D.C. It's in state houses and state capitals across the country, in municipalities, in business. There's just so much corruption. And I think the people are weary and tired. And they just want some straight shooters and some ethical people to represent them.
All right, guys, so we got to talk about some pretty crazy news following some bombshell audio that got leaked of Arizona GOP Chair Jeff DeWit seemingly trying to bribe Kari Lake to not get in the Arizona Senate race. Now, this happened about 11 or so months ago, almost a year ago, basically, in which you had this guy show up to Kari Lake's house and attempt to offer her money to not get in the Senate race. Now, everybody should know who Kari Lake is. She ran for governor of Arizona unsuccessfully, and she became a superstar during her run for governor, and now she's trying to run for Senate. Now, fast forward to today, in the Senate polls, she's doing pretty well. Okay, it seems like she has a shot of winning. And again, you have some people in the GOP that did not want her to run at all, aka the establishment, who we know do not like America First / MAGA candidates. And that's what Kari Lake is. She's America First, she's MAGA. So what you have here is the establishment GOP trying to pay her not to run, okay? And this audio got leaked, and now it's become a big deal, even though Kari Lake was complaining about this back when it first happened. So I want to go ahead and talk about it because this guy has essentially resigned following the leaking of this audio. But I want to go ahead and play the audio for those of you who haven't heard it. So let's go ahead and get into it.
Is there a number at which
I can be bought?
Not be bought.
That's what it's about.
You can take a pause for a couple of years.
No.
And then go right back to what you're doing.
No. 10 million, 20 million, 30, no. A billion, no. This is not about money. This is about our country. I think it's disturbing that they would that anybody would think this is...
No, to be fair, even me, I'll say this. I want a fresh face right now for the reason that I've never seen anyone, I can't think of a single person in a federal race who's lost, ran in and won. I can't think of it. If you can think of it, let me know.
I am not going to let these people who hate our country tell me not to run. You should call them and tell them to get behind me. So what's going on? What is? I'm assuming this is our friend.
This is back east. There are very powerful people that want to keep you out.
I know they do.
But they're willing to put their money where their mouth is in a big way. So, this conversation never happened.
This is crazy, though. They should want me. I'm a great candidate. People love me. These people are corrupt.
Well, maybe you're right.
They are right. They are corrupt.
Maybe. This is rap. Don't go. Do me a favor, though. I'll get myself in trouble. If you say no, which is fine, it's your choice. Don't tell people.
They're gonna try to have me murdered.
I wouldn't doubt that either. Today's world, man. If that stuff that came out last week is right about the cartel stuff, man. They say the cartel's operating in 50 states right now, like all 50. You know. So
what's going on? Who is it? What?
Forget the who. Let me just tell you the what. Let's just say there are people calling around saying, gosh, no, they can't repeat this. Never repeat this. If you say no, don't, because I got offered to buy out. Don't use it. Because then we lose our ability to get things done in the future.
Here's my problem. Yeah. Rather than just say, let's work with her, she's a great candidate. Because they don't own me. And it pisses me off.
Yeah, I don't know it's about ownership.
It's about control.
I don't know it's about control.
Well, in my opinion, that's 100% what it's about, because why else would they be doing it, right? If they're trying to buy you, they're trying to essentially bribe you not to run, that means that they don't want you in power for a reason. And the reason why they don't want you in power, somebody like Kari Lake, is because she can't be bought and sold, right? And that's why I try to tell you guys a lot of times about what's wrong with our politics. The biggest problem with our politics, guys, is money, right? If people haven't figured out yet, it doesn't matter who you vote for, who you put in office. They can just be bought, right? You can buy a senator, right? You can buy a representative. They can be bought. So they may tell you one thing in order to get into office, but as soon as the money starts to flow in, they're going to do the exact opposite, because the people that they really answer to are the plutocrats, right? I mean, they are the wealthy, the rich. So what you're seeing here is this kind of unfold in a real life scenario in which, you know, you have these people, these very powerful people, right, with money and wealth saying, look, we just rather you not run, okay? We don't want you to run, and we'll pay you not to run, okay? And again, one of the reasons why they probably don't want Kari Lake to run is because she is somebody that can't be controlled. She's going to do the agenda that she was voted in to do. She is America first, and the biggest threat to the establishment are America first MAGA candidates, and this is why they try so hard to try to keep people like Kari Lake and Trump and others out of office, right? This is what they resort to, because when you can't be controlled, then you become a threat, right? So this is what you're seeing here. And this guy, he's just falling in line, right? He's just falling in line doing his job, okay? Just like a little prostitute, because that's what a lot of these politicians are. They're prostitutes, bruh. And what really scares the establishment is when, you know, one of the politicians says, hey, I'm not going to be a prostitute. You can't buy me and make me do tricks for money. It is what it is.
It's about being on the team. I guess that's, you know what I mean?
They want to be on the team.
They want you to be on their team.
But
Just team. You know?
But if they're pushing a globalist agenda, I can't do that. So what do they want? What do they want me to do?
They want you to stay out for 2 years. But let me tell you what I can offer you. But I said you can do whatever you want. It's talking head, this and that. So the ask of me was, it's kind of funny. So the ask I got today from back east was, it has to stay between us. Is there any companies out there or something that could just put her on the payroll and give her to keep her out? And I said, well, what are you willing to do? Like, whatever we need to do.
This is about defeating Trump. And I think that's a bad, bad thing for our country. DeSantis is not America first. This is about the final death blow to Trump. And I don't think that's good for our country.
And you know I love Trump. I love Trump.
It's not good for our country, Jeff.
It's not, but at the same time, I'm not even sure Trump can win again. I don't know that he can win again. I think what it really comes down to for a lot of people, it's not really about like control or agenda. It's just about the ability to raise money to win. You know, if you really want to know, all of politics boils down to money. I think. And even on their end, like what makes them the most money.
I know all these consultants don't want their payday to end, and I don't want to make a deal with these kind of people. This is a hill worth dying on. I'm not. If they're going to steal the election to make me and our movement go away, I'm not letting him do that. I owe it to the people of Arizona,
Or
to carry their torch and their voice.
Or you don't go away, but you pause.
This is the battles right now, Jeff.
Yeah, so again, this guy's saying pause. Yeah, you're not going away. Just pause. Just pause. Again, this guy sounds like a sleazebag. Okay, he sounds like a creeper. Okay, not one of the type of guys I would want around kids, right? And that's what this guy sounds like, right? But in politics, right, okay, when you pause, okay, for 2 years, that's like pausing for an eternity, right? There's not a lot of people that just go away for 2 years in politics and then come back. Like, once you go away, like, you're done. Like, you know, Jeb Bush. Has anybody heard from Jeb Bush? Okay, has anybody heard or seen anything from Jeb Bush lately, right? I mean, I'm just saying, asking somebody to pause their political career for a couple years is like asking them to retire, right? To go away permanently, because you don't know the state of the country or the state of politics in 2 years. Again, 2 years in politics, again, is like it's literally like a lifetime, right? So this is like a very unreasonable thing to ask somebody. Hey, look, just go away for 2 years and then you can come back, right? This is insane. But, you know, hey, it is what it is. It reveals a lot about what happens behind the scenes and what a lot of stuff really is about, which is money.
And then you fill your coffers.
No, the battle is right now. The battle is right now, and we don't have time to pause on this battlefield.
You're not. You can't scratch their back. It's not afraid of you.
Yeah.
You don't have anything to offer them.
AKA, you can't be controlled, right? So you don't have anything to offer these people. You have to be able to be controlled. This is what they want.
And they're sitting around people that have stuff to offer them. You know what I mean? It's just it's a back scratching club. That's all DC is. It's a big back scratching club. You're in no position to scratch anybody's back, and you've already made it known that if you get there, you're not going to scratch anybody's back. I don't scratch people's back. You know, I've been on the outs with a lot of people for a long time because I don't scratch backs. You know, where are we in 2 years if they steal the election again?
Listen to what you're saying. Why don't we do something about it? So that we, the people, can pick our...
What can we do?
I'm not willing to accept that. And I'm going to be the biggest pain in these people's... Go back and tell them that. I'm running, and I'm going to be the biggest pain in their...
And I'm willing to tell them that.
And they're going to have to kill me to stop me.
No, I know. Look. And
you don't have to tell.
Yeah, so there's part of me that believes that Kari Lake definitely kind of knew what was coming, right? She was very prepared for this conversation, right? She knew exactly what to say. But again, this guy has resigned, okay, after, apparently trying to bribe her to stay out of the race. Now, this guy, in announcing his resignation, said that the clip was a deceptive tactic and was selectively edited, okay? He says, quote, "I said things I regret, but I realized when hearing Lake's recording that I was set up," DeWit said in a statement. Quote, "I believe she orchestrated this entire situation to have control over the state party, and it's obvious from the recording that she crafted her performance responses with the knowledge that she was recording it, intending to use this recording later to portray herself as a hero in her own hero." Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. You're dealing with Kari Lake, okay? She plays chess, not checkers, okay? And that's kind of how Kari Lake moves because she has to, okay? Everybody's against her, okay? Because she's America first, because she's MAGA. So you should be expecting this type of stuff, right? You should not expect to be able to pull up to Kari Lake and to bribe her and think that she's not going to expose you, right? I mean, that's essentially what happened. So let's read a little bit more here. Lake told KTAR News, the Mike Broomhead show on Wednesday before DeWit stepped down, that the conversation took place at her house while she was packing for the Conservative Political Action Conference in Maryland. DeWit said the conversation happened while DeWit was employing Lake for his private company. Quote, "Since our conversation where I advised Lake to postpone her campaign and aim for the governor's position in 2 years, she has been on a mission to destroy me," DeWit said. Quote, "It was a suggestion made in good faith, believing it could benefit both her future prospects and the party's overall strategy." Yeah, well, the party's overall strategy is to try to get rid of Trump, right? So again, it's fascinating that this guy said delay it for 2 years, which again, in my opinion, is a lifetime when you talk about politics. So what could possibly happen, which, this is what the GOP wants. They want Trump to lose in 2024, and then they want the MAGA movement to go away, right? So they're saying, hey, Kari, hold off for 2 years. Let's see what happens with Trump in 2024. If he loses, then the MAGA movement goes away. And then after that, it's harder for somebody like Kari Lake to run for various reasons, okay? And I believe that's kind of what this guy was trying to get at here. This is why he said, hey, look, wait 2 years or whatever. But regardless, this is the type of dirty stuff that goes on in politics, okay? Politics, a lot of it really is about money, okay, and control. And the people who can't be controlled are the biggest threats to the establishment. And you can see the links they will go to try to take out anybody who can't be controlled and refuses to go along with the agenda. So, hey, let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.